So this virtual counseling room is called Keep Trying Even If It's Hard, and it's used to teach kids executive functioning skills of persistence, or you could call it grit or distress tolerance. And it's a fun game to play. We put a video in here. This is a PBS Kids talking about persistence. It's pretty good. It's got parents talking to the kids about the importance of persistence. If you don't want to use it, like any of our elements, we can just click and get rid of it. Or if you like, you could put it in a different YouTube. Again, talking about dealing with stress, dealing with things that interrupt. The game it starts by asking kids to think about something that's important for them to work on and finish. And as you can see, there are different things that could interrupt something like homework, being tired, being in a bad mood. It's boring. But it's a game, and kids love games. And you'll start. We've got two game markers, so they'll go to the start. But I want to remind you, if you don't know, that you can go to stickers and use any number of these markers if you prefer. Uh, so we could use X's or checks or people, and all you do is click on it and drag it on. And again, we can use her instead of the green monster if we want to do that. So normally this is played with one adult and one child. As you can see, we've also have a video chat element that comes in automatically. Again, if you don't want to use the video chat, maybe you're using it in front of a computer with a child, like any of our elements, it goes. And then if we want to put it back, click video and it comes right back. And you can again use it in telehealth and it's totally interactive. So let's get to play. First of all, there are instructions here, and these are, you might want to read them over. We've also put them in so that you can send this particular game home, assigning the room to a parent and child, and the parent and child can play. So but again, when you're done with the instructions or you don't want them anymore, click and they're gone. And all of these things we can move around. We can also lock them in place, which you might want to do, sending it using between sessions. So let's go ahead and we'll get rid of this and play the game again. Youngest child or youngest person, presumably that's the child, goes first, rolls the dice, and moves. We'll move this red guy. 6. Now the idea is to get 10 points to win the game. Some of these have point values. Some of the squares tell you to go certain ways. You can only go horizontally or vertically, but you get the most points on the board by going to one of these, we'll call them stress squares, and you get 2 points for answering that question. Remember, we started the game by talking about something very concrete, something specific, maybe studying for a test that the child is trying to get through and having a difficult time. So I've rolled a 7, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to look for a picture that incentivizes the kid to talk, of course. And the square says it's hard. Well, sometimes so. Then the child has to give you a way to overcome whatever it is making it hard. Let's say it's a hard test, and maybe one way, and you can talk about it, obviously, would be to break it into small pieces and just do 10 minutes a time. Or maybe it would be to have a parent come in before or after, or a teacher, and talk about things that are difficult. So any answer that addresses the issue of when something is hard, keep on going, and the child gets a point. Then we just do it again. We'll assume this is the adult. Roll the dice, and I get a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just go right here, and I get a point. Now, again, you'll want to go to 10 points. You see, when you get to the finish, you get 5 points. So you really need to only get 5 points playing the game. It should take about 15 to 20 minutes to play. But you can lose points if you can't find another way to go. And you have to you have to end at the finish. So you might end with a few more points. You can't end with less points. Again, very simple, easy to play, and a great way to talk about executive functioning skills of persistence, but also the game itself requires some executive functioning skills, looking ahead, planning ahead, evaluating which is the best way to go. So I hope you give it a try. Again, the instructions will be there for you, and I hope you also get a chance to try some of our other virtual counseling games as well.